Hi and welcome to my review of Creed, a new film that has been released relatively recently in November 2015, doing rather well. It's yet another boxing film and yet another instalment in the Rocky franchise. It seems like round 15 to me. This particular series has been going for so long, but people keep coming back for more, so you can't blame them for making them. This has got a little bit of a twist on the old theme. It stars good old Rocky Balboa. He's been dragged out again, and of course he's ageing, and at least he is playing his age, which is good to see from Sylvester Stallone. Also, we have the fresh face of Michael B. Jordan. I'm not overly familiar with his work, but he apparently got his one of his first breaks was actually on The Cosby Show, and he did one episode many years ago, and I'm sure that would have been wonderful working with such an illustrious father figure of TV as Bill Cosby. And he also starred in The Wire and Saturday Night Lights, neither of which I've actually caught up with, so I wasn't really that familiar with his work. So it was interesting to see how he would work as the major character, the new boxer as it were, with the old hand Sylvester Stallone. Basically the film is a two-hander between those two actors. The storyline, you know, is fairly standard fare. You know, the kid started off in a juvenile penitentiary. That's where the film begins. So he has a rough childhood, but he has a mentor who steers him down the straight and narrow, and actually does okay and gets himself a nice white collar position. So it's not what the setup you'd expect for a boxing character. But he does end up, that is something that is a passion of his, is to actually, is to be a boxer. Now there's a reason for that, of course. He's the son of Apollo, who was the, Apollo Creed, who was Rocky Balboa's opponent in the first Rocky film. So that's the connection. And so that's fine story-wise. And the film goes along okay that way, but when he meets up with, you know, he decides to pack in the job, which I found a little hard to swallow. I mean, if you've got a good middle class job, I think there needs to be a bit of motivation to pack a job like that in, especially the way America is at the moment with people who are desperate to hold on to their jobs. But, you know, that may be just me nitpicking, I'm not sure, but I found that a little hard to swallow. But it needed, maybe, that we need to see more of his absolute passion to go into the boxing ring and forsake a safe, lucrative middle-class existence, you know, working in the finance industry. You know, it does seem a strange choice, lifestyle choice. Having said that, he made that choice. You have to accept that's part of the film. So, you know, then you've got Rocky, who of course becomes the trainer, and of course, you know, Sylvester Stallone is no spring chicken, and I think it's good that he plays his age. It's great to see that he has made the transition to a more of a character actor, and I think that probably started in the film Copland. He was a much more lower energy, downbeat type of character portrayal. So I think that worked well. So you've got the young face, and you've got him, and of course he's the reluctant trainer who has to be coaxed into to teaching this kid how to box. And you know, he does okay. He wins his first bout, which is in a suburban type setting, and you know, I'm sorry for the spoiler there, but I need to mention this to you because I found it a bit of a leap of faith to think that he could just go from winning a suburban bout and then getting this incredibly big contest against a world champion. To me, it seemed I couldn't see why that happened. Maybe I missed something in the storyline. I don't know. But anyway, look, the film is reasonably crafted, but I felt a little cliched, and it certainly, you know, I kept watching it. It kept my interest up right to the end, so that's a good sign. On the Internet Movie Database, it's given an 8 rating, which is very high. I think that's overly generous personally. I would probably give it a 6.5 to 7 at the most. But that's just me, because I really, you know, there are so many boxing films out there. And, you know, to me, it didn't have a fresh enough angle. The relationship with, you know, with the girlfriend, with Michael B. Jordan's girlfriend wasn't anything particularly brilliant, just standard sort of fare. There was nothing there to really make the film stand out as being something strikingly original. However, it ticked all the boxes for action and passion and noble characters and what have you. And, you know, I did watch I found the fight scenes were quite well done at the end, because the last 20 minutes of the film is of course the fight, very much the standard way these films are structured. And that was good. And I must admit, it got my blood moving. I got emotionally involved. So look, the film is certainly worth seeing. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you know, Sly knows what he's doing. This man has, according to Box Office Mojo, banked over $4.25 trillion in box office over his career. And now, you know, I think that's pretty damn impressive. So, you know, the guy knows how to entertain people. He's got that down pat. And, yeah, I think, you know, it like I say, may not get top marks for originality, but for overall crafting, not a bad film. If you're into boxing, you'll probably enjoy it. So I'd recommend it for you guys. Personally, I'd be a bit more selective, because I've seen a few of these films before and I would like something a bit different, but that's just me. So I hope this has been of some use to you, my critique of the film, and if you do see it, I hope you enjoy it. Bye.